YouTube family, what's good with you? It's your boy 2A in LA, and as always, fam, anything I say in this episode, prior episodes, or future episodes, it's just my personal opinion. Don't take it as fact. Don't take it as law. Always do your own homework and come up with your own conclusions. Right about now, fam, I should go ahead and tap that like button for your boy. If you're new to the channel, I want to say welcome. Come on in. You can join the congregation by smashing that subscribe button and requesting all post notifications. And if you are an existing supporter of this channel, fam, I appreciate you more than you can possibly imagine. You are the reason this channel is anything. All right, fam, let's get this episode rolling. So look, fam, you know it had to happen, right? You know it had to happen. You could not give me two flush-face, ported and compensated guns in the middle tier without your boy putting them head-to-head in a battle. Couldn't happen any other way. Had to do it, right? Okay, so we have two incredible firearms. First, the Combat Precision GT with the Darkhorse package on it. You've got that side compensator up front, pin and welded with those big channels on the front, and you got that slide ramp up top with the 3 ports. The gun is murdered out. If you haven't seen the review I did on this gun, go back and check it out. 92 out of a possible 100. Grail gun status without a doubt. Look, Chris James at Combat Precision is a master gun maker, and he did his thing on the Combat Precision GT Darkhorse edition. And in this corner, we have the challenger, the Miller Precision Covert X model. Fam, this is a prototype gun. It won't be available probably till the summer, but it is also compensated and ported, incredibly, from a kind of lack of a better word, soft shooting firearm. The recoil impulse is very modest, particularly at higher rates of speed. This gun scored a 90 out of a possible 100 on the 2A NLA scale. Also, Grail gun status. All right, fam, so look, these two bad boys, look, if you own one, you're winning. You're winning. If you're like me and you're going to own both, you've won. You've won. What's better than one great ported and compensated gun? Two. But I'm making this video for the people who are trying to make a decision between these two incredible firearms. So here's what I would say about the Darkhorse. This gun, it's almost not fair because Chris took a Combat Precision GT, which is just a compensated gun, and in the Darkhorse package, he added the porting to it. He added a titanium hammer. He added a titanium mainspring housing. He did a lot of man hours, fam, polishing the internals of this gun to get it to the level that you have, that you see it right here. This kind of effort and energy, although this gun is custom fit, very, very nicely done, it's reminiscent of what the GT was before the Darkhorse package was added to it, right? And so I would say this gun is less refined, that's probably the right term, is less refined than this gun. But you know, like sometimes all of that stuff is whatever. How does it shoot? How does it shoot, right? That's what everybody wants to know. How do the two shoot? And I tell you, folks, the guns are incredible. Both of them are incredible at high rates of speed. That's when they really kind of show out, because you start getting the benefit of these comps and these ports. Man, it makes a huge difference in the feel of the gun. Both of them very, very accurate. Both of them very, very flat shooting. The dot never leaves the window, even at very high speeds. They both have excellent triggers, which allow you to go fast. I'll put the trigger pull weights up there so you can check the two out. But look, fam, like I said, you're going to be hard pressed to find two guns in the middle tier that are better than these two the way you see them here. Now, here's the thing. This is a prototype gun. It's not available. Probably won't be out until summer. We're thinking the price point is going to be in that $4,000 range. The Combat Precision GT, on the other hand, is between $5,500 and $6,000 in terms of the regular price. And then when you add the Darkhorse package, it's going to be even more expensive. So the question is, I guess, twofold. If you're asking me which one is the better gun, which one shoots a little bit better, which one feels a little bit better, which one has a little bit better manufacturing to it, I would say the answer is the Combat Precision GT. The question is from a value perspective, right? If you just want which gun is the best gun, I'm gonna go ahead and just let you know right now, the Combat Precision GT Darkhorse Edition is the better gun. It's a better gun. But if you're asking me which is the better value, this gun scored a 92 on the 2A NLA system. This gun scored a 90. This gun, we'll call it $4,000 to $4,500. As you see this here, I don't know what the Darkhorse package is ultimately going to cost, but let's just say it's going to be 7 to 8 or something like that, right? Is this gun, let's say on the low end it's 7, right? Is this gun kind of $3,000 better than this gun? I probably say no. I probably say no. Better, yes. $3,000 better, probably not. Even $2,500 better, probably not. Miller, if they can control their costs and its gun comes in $4,000 or $4,500, they've got a special gun here. Now, the thing is, I think this gun is going to be a lot more readily available than this one. This gun is better machined. It's going to be more of a collector's piece. If these are things that you think about when you're purchasing, then I would probably lean heavily toward the Combat Precision GT Darkhorse. If you just want a really good shooter at a very affordable price, something that's going to be reliable, that's going to run, something you can compete with, yeah, the Miller Precision GT is that gun. Very attractive gun, great grip, great feel, great shooter at a great price. Who doesn't want that? And I think all those kind of mid-tier guns that are running kind of, let's call it $4,000 to $6,000, man, it's going to be hard to outrun this Miller Precision gun, assuming that when the actual gun, the actual final version of the gun drops, that it feels and runs like this one or better, and that they can keep the QC to a high level, like you're going to see with a Combat Precision gun. But look, you can't go wrong with either one. This one is already in my collection, and when the final ones of these come out, I'm telling my boys at Miller, I'm telling Covert, I want to be the first one with this gun in my hand, right? I want to be the first gun. And of course, when that one comes out, we'll go back and we'll do a redo review. All right? So look, fam, better gun, yes, probably better value. Which is important? Which is most important? I think that's up to you. I love them both. All right? That's it for this episode, fam. Until next time, as always, take care of one another and peace.